like personal preference, I think. This, I think, is a bit of an odd first stage, to be honest, but I guess it depends on... yeah, it depends on personal preference, you know,
Yeah.
but Sprinkles being like so fast, I would assume that he would have not wanted to end up here, but you know, it is what it is.
It seems like a 0 to death so far, and that's looking really rough. But just as I say that, Fredrico getting in that shine, but that was all they got for the first stock.
Oh, he just wanted to make sure it wasn't a 0 to death.
Yeah.
He had to prove the commentators wrong. 0 to death, me? Never. I always get 8%.
That would be a cool slogan. I always get 8%.
It's like that that tennis player that lost like 16 times in a row to a guy in tourneys, and then he's like, he won the 17th.
Yeah.
Let that be a lesson to you. You can never beat me 17 times in a row.
This is looking really convincing from Sprinkles so far.
Quite grim.
Up 2 stocks against Fredrico. Oh, that nair was perfectly timed for Fredrico, and if Sprinkles would have just been a little bit more further from stage, then it would have been perfect for him right there. Getting that sweet edge on.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Fredrico has to do here, really. He's just kind of getting outzoned, like outzoned, outspaced.
One important part to note is that when it comes to this matchup, Falco's laser is actually pretty good. And I think he has to utilize the laser more against Fox. Even though Fox is super fast and can get in easily, it's really good also at stunning him in his movement. And that can be really important sometimes.
Yeah, it feels like Fredrico is a bit hesitant just because he's gotten so punished a couple of times from like bad lasers. So he's kind of resorting to not using it at all.
Yeah, as long as he's not double lasering from ledge, because as the moon says, that's not safe.
I kind of feels like he needs to like take a long break and just think.
Yeah, Sprinkles definitely called that side B right there. He knew
that
exactly
was a clinic. Look
at
at that smirk.
Yeah, Sprinkles is so satisfied right now.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone who looks as annoying when they win as Sprinkles. He's like stone-faced when he's playing and when he loses, but when he wins, it's like doesn't stop. It's not like a little smirk.
Oh shit! Oh, I'm so sorry.
He didn't smirk after that.
Nope. But I did lose my breath, however. That was so insane with the run-off wall jump with the shot. Oh.
Well, one super cool thing into one not so cool thing.
Yeah, that DI was not good. I think he was expecting maybe the up tilt, trying to DI out, and then he got hit by that reverse back air, and he just ended up flying way too far to the right.
I feel like Sprinkles is just trying stuff at this point. Going for style points.
Oh, ending up right behind Fredrico with that upper, making sure not to get shield grabbed. And he's showing quite a lot of awareness right here.
Yeah, what's that famous saying? Just unplug your controller. Like we're heading there. We're heading there.
I wouldn't want to see.
Oh, no.
I wouldn't want to see that.
All in good jest.
Yeah. But Fredrico has to figure something out here. I'm not sure that I feel so great about going to FD personally.
No.
As we saw earlier against Mint Green that both Sprinkles and Mint Green are great at the chain grab.
Exactly.
And this stage, you can also chain grab Falco.
Absolutely can.
You saw at the end of the game there, Fredrico was smiling as well, so I don't think either he's not feeling very flustered, or he's feeling really flustered and not wanting to show it.
Yeah, he might just, you know, can also be a sign of having given up a bit. You know, you're kind of fine rolling with the punches. Yeah, I think this is probably the correct choice, right? I mean, he did lose really hard on this stage, but it's not as punishing as FD if you get hit.
So actually, just going back to Dreamland from the first game, thinking that he wanted to counter pick here, and Sprinkles just showing off and Fredrico smiling at that edge guard.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was cool. Too bad it had to be on me.
Yeah. This feels like he's kind of given up at this point. But we'll see. I'm not going to speak for him, but, you know, just like his demeanor.
Yeah.
I feel like you can be happy after the set is done.
Well, I mean, if you do this well against Sprinkles anyway, I would be happy if I would go away with knowing that I put on a respectable game against Sprinkles.
Yeah, I guess. I'm not sure like how long Fredrico has played and stuff like that, but might be his like first big tournament.
Yeah, also this tournament has been really stacked compared to most of the other tournaments in the north, considering that most of the top players from all our regions are gathered here for this event.
Yeah, it's been a while since that happened actually, so that is absolutely true.
I think a lot of the reason for that is that because we have a pretty sizable prize pot.
Yeah.
So all of these people coming here for the money.
And sponsoring the tournaments.
Yeah, GeekyGoonSquad putting in a lot of sponsorship. Actually, one of the parts of the event here is actually named after GeekyGoonSquad because they have been sponsoring us with so many things.
Big shout outs.
Big shout outs to GeekyGoonSquad. Sprinkles up 2 stocks. Fredrico not looking too great right now.
Yeah, he's pretty much just running away with it here.
Oh, that's
well,
so unfortunate, but it worked out anyway.
But that could have ended really badly.
Yeah, he definitely wanted to let go of the ledge and jump back here. He was not going for the tournament winner.
As you seldomly are. very few situations where you really want that.
Yeah.
I always think about that name, like if you're a new player and you're like, the tournament winner, huh? Sounds like a good move.
Yeah, and I wonder how that came up. Like, why do you call it a tournament winner if what it means is that he usually wins tournaments for your opponent?
Yeah.
Yeah,
pretty quick 3-0.
So 3-0 for Sprinkles and Fredrico out of the tournament.
But, you know, good showing. I'm not sure what exact place